camping, with its promise of adventure and communion with nature, often conjures images of crackling campfires, starlit skies, and tranquil moments of serenity. Yet, beneath the veneer of idyllic outdoor escapes lies a realm where the line between tranquility and trepidation blurs. In the depths of the wilderness, where shadows dance and whispers linger, tales abound of unsettling encounters and eerie occurrences that defy explanation. From inexplicable sounds in the dead of night to unsettling discoveries hidden in the undergrowth, the world of camping harbors its share of dark and enigmatic phenomena. In this exploration, we delve into the unsettling realm of camping's darker side, where the beauty of nature often conceals secrets best left undisturbed. Number 7. Middle of nowhere. Once upon a time, there was a young child who embarked on a typical camping trip with their family. As night descended, they nestled into their sleeping bag inside the tent, alongside their older brother and their mother. It was the quintessential camping scenario, with the chirping of crickets and the whisper of leaves outside. However, the tranquility shattered when the child awoke suddenly in the dead of night, disoriented and frightened. Instead of the familiar confines of the tent, they found themselves ensconced in their sleeping bag, but now surrounded by the eerie expanse of the woods. Panic gripped them, and they cried out desperately for their mother, whose frantic calls answered in the darkness. Miraculously, mother and child were reunited swiftly, their fear giving way to relief. Yet, despite their safety, the mystery remained unsolved. How the child ended up in the heart of the forest, cocooned in their sleeping bag, remains a perplexing enigma, haunting their memories to this day. Number 6. Killer Dog. As the group trekked down the trail, their footsteps echoing against the rocky path, they encountered a family accompanied by a dog. The family stood slightly aside from the trail, their posture rigid and unmoving, lending an air of peculiarity to the scene. Curiosity piqued, the hikers continued on their descent, passing by the stationary family. It was then that they noticed something unsettling. The family stood in a tight circle, hands clasped together, with the dog positioned in the center. Initially assuming they were engaged in prayer, the hikers brushed it off as a personal moment of devotion. However, their unease deepened when they overheard the father's plea. "Lord, please do not let this dog kill again." A chill ran down their spines, mingling with a sense of dread. What dark secrets lay behind those cryptic words? Hastening their pace, the hikers made a silent pact to avoid any further encounters with that unsettling family and their enigmatic canine companion. From that moment onward, they opted for different trails on their camping excursions, preferring the safety of the unknown to the haunting mysteries lurking in the shadows. Number 5. Masked Stranger. During a camping trip in Colorado, a seemingly average day took a sinister turn for one individual. As dusk settled over the campsite, a peculiar figure emerged from the surrounding woods. Clutching a sizable knife and adorned with a beekeeper hood, the man's presence sent shivers down the camper's spine. Without explanation, he traversed the camping area before disappearing back into the shadows of the forest. Questions swirled in the camper's mind. Where was he headed, and why the ominous attire? The encounter left them unsettled, plagued by haunting uncertainties. Amidst the darkness of the night, such unnerving sightings cast a pall over the tranquility of the wilderness. Elsewhere, in another camping tale, the tranquility of the night was shattered by the cries of a young child. Awakened by the 3-year-old's distress, the campers were alarmed to hear him uttering the cryptic phrase, "Help Guy come." Despite their efforts to calm him, the child's fear persisted, leaving the campsite gripped with unease. Sleep eluded them as they grappled with the ominous implications of the child's words, each rustle in the night stirring primal fears. Perhaps it was a mere figment of the child's imagination, but the lingering sense of dread lingered long after dawn broke, casting a shadow over their camping excursion. Number 4. Florida. Camping. In this chilling tale from Florida, a camper's peaceful night in the wilderness turned into a nightmare of epic proportions. As darkness descended upon the campsite, their tent became overrun with a horde of rats, hundreds of them, swarming over every surface. The camper found themselves in a panic, with the rodents scaling ropes and even invading the tent's roof. In a desperate bid to fend off the vermin, they hastily built a fire and remained vigilant throughout the night, the flickering flames warding off the relentless onslaught of rats. With the dawn came a fleeting sense of relief as the rats dispersed, leaving the camper hopeful that the ordeal was over. Yet to their dismay, nightfall brought a resurgence of the plague-like invasion, with even more rats descending upon the campsite. Once again, the camper resorted to igniting a fire, the flames acting as a barrier against the relentless tide of rodents. Despite their valiant efforts, the camper knew they could not endure another night in the grip of such a terrifying ordeal. As morning broke, they wasted no time in packing up their belongings, eager to escape the haunting memories of the rat-infested campsite. It's a harrowing reminder of the unpredictable and sometimes grotesque encounters that can occur in the great outdoors, leaving a lasting impression on those who experience them firsthand. Number 3. Dawn Hike. During a dawn hike on one of their camping trips, two individuals found themselves immersed in the tranquility of the early morning hours. As they meandered along the path, soaking in the serene atmosphere, their peaceful reverie was shattered by a sudden, alarming sound. A sharp zing whizzing past one of their ears. Initially dismissing it as a harmless natural occurrence, their relief was short-lived as a tree erupted in a cacophony of pops and cracks just moments later. It dawned on them in an instant, the chilling realization that they had narrowly escaped being struck by gunfire. Reacting swiftly to the imminent danger, they fled the scene, their hearts pounding with adrenaline-fueled urgency. Promptly notifying a park ranger, they took the necessary steps to ensure their safety and that of others. The rangers' subsequent investigation uncovered the perpetrator, an individual engaged in illegal hunting activities. Fortunately, their vigilance averted any injuries or worse outcomes, thwarting a potentially disastrous situation. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and swift action in the face of unforeseen dangers encountered in the great outdoors. Number 2. Group Camp. During a camping trip with a group of friends, an eerie turn of events unfolded one night around the campfire. As they sat enjoying each other's company, their peaceful gathering was disrupted by the sudden onslaught of rocks hurled at their tent. Frantically searching in the darkness for the source of the disturbance, they were met with a disconcerting lack of visibility. Speculating that it might be a prank by nearby campers, they tried to shrug off the unsettling incident. However, their unease only intensified when, hours later, a blood-curdling scream pierced the stillness of the night, emanating from the depths of the surrounding woods. The eerie sequence of events left the friends on edge, their sleep disrupted by a sense of foreboding and uncertainty. While the connection between the rock-throwing and the chilling scream remained unclear, the experience cast a shadow over their camping excursion, instilling a lingering sense of unease and apprehension. Number 1. Old Crime Scene. During their annual summer camping trip in the mountains with their dad, one year brought an unforgettable experience for this individual. While hiking down a slope, they stumbled upon a peculiar sight: a weathered rifle protruding from the trunk of a tree. Intrigued by the anomaly, they approached for a closer inspection, only to discover that the rifle had become entwined with the tree over time. Their curiosity piqued further when they noticed a small cave nearby, prompting them to venture inside. Within the dim confines of the cave, they discovered remnants of human habitation, unopened cans of food, a rusted pot, and an old wool blanket. These remnants hinted at a past occupant, suggesting that someone may have once called the cave home. However, the chilling discovery came when their dad unfurled the blanket, revealing a shirt riddled with bullet holes and stained with dried blood. The implications of their find left them grappling with unsettling questions. Had they stumbled upon a long-forgotten crime scene? Despite their speculation, the truth remained elusive, shrouded in the mysteries of time and neglect. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon.